I've been reviewing the energetic quality that we faced last year in April, and it is astonishing how much the energy has increased in vibration in just 1 year's time. I realized that last April we were in the beginning stages of a universal number 9 year, and many events had to occur in our lives in order to shift the energetic frequency. And this has a lot to do with the opportunities available to us this year and at this time. The current energy of this month is a little tricky to describe because the month of April reflects the energy of the number 4, but we must consider that it falls into a number 1 universal year for 2026. And then we begin when we add the 4 and the 1, we get the number 5. And then we begin working with the hard and fast energy of the number 5. Hello and welcome. I'm Sara Bachmeier with Egyptian Numerology. I'm the author of Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, and The Path of a Wounded Healer. Liberation is for the asking. I also offer several services using Egyptian numerology as my modality to help people remember their soul life agreement, to empower your life, and understand how to navigate the direction of your life in these exciting but often confusing times. Now, in general, the number 4 is a grounding force. And most numerologists would say that it represents many things, but mainly stability, security, strength, perseverance, and hard work. All of the seeds representing our goals have been birthed and planted in the previous months this year, and now we wait patiently with reverence and gratitude for the universe to orchestrate the upcoming harvest and events. Now, as we wait, a lot is going on behind the curtain. We are dealing with the fire energy from the number 5, which reflects change and transformation. This month, our foundation and everything that we previously thought kept us grounded, stable, and secure is now shifting. We are evolving into a higher timeline, which means that the law of impermanence is being observed. We will no longer be disappointed when the things in our lives that we took for granted are suddenly replaced with new elements. The number 5 suggests that our foundation is changing. This may sound a little scary to some, but know that this shift comes as the result of all of your hard-earned work, and you will benefit greatly from this process of change and transformation. The 4/4 portal activations on April 4th solidify our intentions for spiritual growth, and for a while it may appear that nothing is stable while entering this phenomenon. We are meant to question our beliefs around stability, redefined, and rebuild a sustainable foundation on our evolving values, including this month, including beauty, joy, health, abundance, and peace. The transmission today is anchored in love because love is the most important grounding quality for us to build a lasting foundation. And I'm speaking of true love and our ability to express it in our daily lives. If you are currently in the perfect relationship with a partner, it is suggested to use the love from your sacred union to explore the values relating to your core foundation, both individually and together. If you have erased the idea of finding true love in your life, then I'm going to say something that may sound counterintuitive to what you taught yourself to believe as a result of giving up on love. I'm going to take you back to the origin You may remember this, the Cinderella complex. And I'm going to open that door as a collective perspective. Many of us were taught to dismiss the hope of finding and cultivating true love and sharing it with another. Many have been hurt in the name of true love and have permanently shut the door to this concept, understandably. But what if the Cinderella, Snow White, The Little Mermaid, and all of Hans Christian Andersen's favorites and other fairy tales were inserted into our realm as an awakening or a trigger to ignite truth? What if we were drawn to these stories as a child because they reminded us that this true love exists? Maybe not as prominent in this dimension, but definitely in the realm that we came from before we were born. And that's why we recognize it and we're attracted to these stories. What if we remember on a cellular level a love with another so deep and powerful that it has the alchemy force to heal and transform all negativity and darkness into the comfortable life of truth? The saying, I've been looking for love in all the wrong places, applies to the downfall of previous relationships. Maybe your hopes and dreams of finding a partner that truly has your back, is honest, supports you, will never let you down, will challenge you to be the best version of yourself, and will accept and welcome your complete design, warts and all. What if this love truly exists, but you've been trying to find it in all the wrong people? Maybe all of your encounters with rejection, betrayal, and abandonment served a collective purpose. And another question, what if you stopped berating yourself for believing that true love exists? Not everyone who treats us nice, tells us pretty little lies, and promises us happy ever after is a true Prince Charming or a Princess Charming. But we love ourselves so deeply. But when we love ourselves so deeply that we no longer need to be saved or need companionship to fill a void within us, we develop laser vision into the soul and energy of others. What I'm saying is that true love really exists, and you are not imagining the feeling of this encompassing bliss. Um, my father once bought me the book when I was a teenager, Women Who Love Too Much, as though one could possibly love too much. But I'm not dismissing this book or speaking badly of it, mainly because I never read it. I know my father meant well because it broke his heart to watch me suffer by expecting the kind of love that my soul remembered, expressing itself in a realm of broken people. My problem was never loving too much. It was not loving myself enough to believe that my feelings were valid, not understanding the world we live in, taking things too personally, and attracting the people in my life that couldn't possibly remember the love they originally came from. It wasn't until I healed my past trauma, disappointments, and expectations and started giving myself the time and energy to love myself again that the hope and reality around the idea of true love started to surface back into my life. I started remembering the feeling of loving with complete abandon and being loved and supported in return. I was able to tap into a parallel universe where true love exists, is alive, and active in my life. Okay, I know the term parallel universe and multidimensional selves sounds a little hokey, but just listen for a minute. If we can revisit our past timeline vividly on demand Even though in concept it no longer exists, then why can't we visit other alternate timelines that we exist in? We have access to other dimensions just as easily as we have access to our past. When I visit my other timelines, I have permission to learn, heal, and grow from lifetimes that I've had or am having that never experienced trauma because the energy in that realm is different. In this video, I'm not going to try to explain the process of how I discovered these alternate or parallel timelines, but I will say that from my personal experience, they exist and are available to anyone who's ready to explore the multi-universe of energy. How this applies to this month's theme is that after exploring the vast options of my human capabilities, I'm excited to rebuild my foundation with new and improved information. My message is to encourage you to let go of any limiting beliefs that anchor you to a foundation that may temporarily make you feel safe and secure. I want you to get excited about exploration, change, and transformation. Examine the love that you believed in when you were a child and find it again. Truth never disappears, even if you misplaced it for a while. If you want to learn more about time travel, parallel universes, and the multidimensional selves, and how it affects your life contract and soul journey, you can enroll in my 90-day mentorship program. And you can find out more about this mentorship program on my website at egyptiannumerology.org. I want to thank you for joining me on this video. I hope you resonated with some of this information. Let me know by liking, sharing, subscribing, and of course, commenting below. I would love to hear your feedback. And may the magic of the angel numbers 444 appear in your field this month and help you feel loved, protected, and supported. Namaste.